My name is Joshua Freed, and I'm running for governor to put Olympia back to work for those who truly need help. Like you, I love this great state. As a small business owner, I understand the tenacity it takes to tackle challenges. I served on the Bothell City Council, and my colleagues elected me as mayor to lead our city in the greatest revitalization of a downtown in Washington. We made large investments to protect open space and clean up long-ignored environmental issues, all the while giving tax relief to those who needed it, not to those who didn't. And recently, I led the fight against the government-run heroin injection sites in King County. To report that I have an A rating from the NRA. My wife and I enjoy our Second Amendment rights each and every day. I've made some suggestions and heard from a few different people that support the idea of a gun rights commission. We see in Washington state our Second Amendment rights consistently under attack by socialists from across the state. This commission could be an opportunity to help advise me as governor, but of course I'll always be looking out to the Second Amendment Foundation, the NRA, and other gun rights advocates throughout Washington state. We need to support our Second Amendment rights, and I'll stand in the gap for you to protect them. Under Jay Inslee, we've seen the budget increase by 60% in just 7 years. Even last year, they passed a 17% spending increase at midnight with $2.7 billion worth of new taxes. Today in Washington state, with a $54 billion biannual budget, we're going to see an $8 to $9 billion shortfall with the projected budget revenue. It's time to make drastic cuts because we're going to have to. The answer is not new taxes. The answer is to get the economy moving again and make cuts to state government, because government needs to exist to serve the people rather than the people exist to serve a growing government. It's time for fiscal responsibility in Olympia. When Jay Inslee tried to take away our spiritual rights, I took him to federal court and won. I proved that he did not have any constitutional authority to stand against those spiritual liberties which are protected under the Constitution. Whether you're Jewish, Christian, Muslim, or Hindu, you want to be able to meet with your spiritual advisor. I fought for that right and beat Jay Inslee. I'll beat him again in November. Please join me. Under Jay Inslee, we've seen murder increase by 41% and rape increase by 65%. We need to restore safety and civility in Washington state by enforcing our laws. I'll be a governor that helps restore safety and civility here in Washington. We need parental educational choice. You know, we're always told that our kids can choose who or what they want to be. Well, then let parents who know their kids best choose the educational option that's best for them. We can get this done by educational tax credits. Rather than a voucher system, actually use our money that we would usually pay for property taxes, take a portion of that and give it to a school of our choice, or use it for homeschool options where we can purchase books or materials. But we need to be responsible for our kids. Yes, it is the paramount responsibility of state government for education, but higher than that is to make sure that parents are getting kids into the school that will really benefit their unique learning style. Comprehensive sex education was passed at 2 in the morning. I'm happy to say that I am a lead contributor and a co-sponsor to Referendum 90. We got it qualified for the ballot, and now we need to reject Referendum 90 in order to reject comprehensive sex education to protect the most innocent minds. So many homeless that are struggling from drug addiction, alcohol addiction, from unaddressed mental health issues. We really need to restore proper order in Washington by, of course, enforcing the law, and then beyond that, really providing proper recovery services to people that need detox recovery and then job training. And we can do it through a public-private partnership. We can allow the state to provide the land and the buildings that we already have and repurpose those, and then bring in private groups to provide the people-on-people treatment. This is really the right thing to do. In Washington, we need to make sure that we're committed to get that done. Olympia has plenty of money, but the wrong priorities. This year, Olympia passed a 17% spending increase and billions of dollars in new taxes in the dead of the night after a deal was cut behind closed doors with no public input. This needs to change, and as your governor, I promise a transparent budget and no state income tax. I believe that Washington deserves a state government as great as its people. This will only come when we demand more from Olympia. That's why I'm running, to help those who are truly in need, to increase accountability and open government, to put an end to the backroom deals that benefit the few at the expense of the many. Together, we can make state government work for all of us, with no one left behind, but I need your help to make it happen. Please visit freedforgovernor.com and sign up today. There's no limit to what we can accomplish together.